Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introducing the name Tiara Putri Amrina. NPM 2241134. Management Class 22DX. Here I will explain the material about culture and organizational development. Organization is a group of people working towards the goals of the organization, who develop and maintain relatively stable and predictable patterns of behavior. Although individuals in the organization can change. Usually we describe organizations in terms of how they differ on three dimensions: complexity, formalization, and centralization. Complexity is defined as the variety of activities, functions, jobs, and number of layers in the organization. Formalization refers to the existence of policies, procedures, and rules that limit the choices of its members. Centralization relates to the distribution of power and authority. Organizational design. There are three common organizational designs, namely a simple structure design, a bureaucratic organizational design, and an organization with a matrix structure. Organizational design with a simple structure is characterized by little, wide span of control departmentalization, and little formalization. Bureaucracy is a structure with routinely operating tasks achieved through specialization. Matrix structure is another popular organizational design. If in the two organizational designs above the principle of one man, one boss applies. Each subordinate has two superiors. The matrix combines two forms of departmentalization, namely functional and product. Types of organizations. 1. Mechanistic organization, OM. An organization with high formalization. 2. Organic organization, 00. An organization with low formulation. 3. Mixed technology dominance organization, OCDT. Formalization in the marketing field is high, in the technology field is low. 4. Market dominance mixed organization, OCDP. Formalization in high technology, low in marketing. Organizational development. Organizational development is a conscious and planned process to develop the capabilities of an organization, so as to achieve and maintain an optimum level of performance measured by efficiency, effectiveness, and health. MC. Gill, 1980. Efficiency. Measured by the comparison between input and output, which refers to the concept of minimax, minimum input and maximum output. Effectiveness. The level of organizational performance in achieving its goals, meaning that the welfare of the goals that have been set can be achieved. Health. A function and quality of the relationship between individuals and organizations, namely a dynamic and adaptable relationship. Organizational development mechanism. OD's approach is to humans. When OD talks about quality management systems, the focus is on how humans interact, work, solve problems within the framework of the system. The process of change involving humans needs to be done gradually and carefully. The change process designed by Kurt Lewin, an American organizational researcher, includes 3 steps. 1. Unfreezing. 2. Changing. 3. Refreezing. Is an expert in the field of behavior, who knows how to involve people in the organization to solve their own problems. Data collection and analysis are the most important methods in OD. OD interventions and action plans make changes based on the data obtained. Identification of problem symptoms. Problems that need to be identified include perceptions, values, individual norms, and interactions between individuals and groups that are the objects of OD. Conducting interventions. After understanding the problem and the company agrees to make changes, the company then develops, designs, and implements an intervention strategy. Research. OD practitioners have identified symptoms of problems that require OD intervention. Next, OD practitioners conduct research to diagnose the root of the problem and the need for change. Change evaluation. After the change implementation process is carried out, the company then measures and evaluates the changes in behavior and the results achieved. Intervention. The act of making changes is what is meant by intervention. This action changes the dynamics of how employees work and interact with other employees. OD interventions can be divided into 4 categories, namely: interpersonal intervention, related to working relationships between employees. OD is directed at improving relationships between personnel, between groups of personnel, or between parts of the organization, for example through the implementation of job rotation in a team that encourages learning and communication between individuals. Team building, sensitivity training, organization mirroring, process consultation, counseling. Technology intervention focuses on the process. OD includes job design, job simplification, and specialization, grouping jobs into departments based on function or product, analyzing workflow to improve coordination and communication between departments. Job design, job specialization, business process changes, quality management system. Structural intervention involves how the company's organizational structure impacts organizational effectiveness. Issues analyzed: organizational structure hierarchy, span of control, repetition of functions, and reporting relationships. Cutting levels of organizational structure hierarchy, widening span of control. HR interventions designed to improve organizational effectiveness by managing individual and group performance and providing support for employee work and life. These interventions are carried out through HR activities. Performance management, incentive pay, employee assistance program, flexible work, organizational culture. According to Tosi, Rizzo, Carroll, 1994, organizational culture is ways of thinking, feeling, and reacting based on organizational values that exist in or on parts of the organization. It is a mental programming of the organization, which is a reflection of the personality of the organization. Culture components: 1. Values. 2. Norms of trust. 3. Symbols of rules. 4. Code of ethics, guidelines for behavior. Evaluation indicators: individual and team performance, measuring productivity, efficiency, and quality of work. Employee satisfaction, surveys to identify how the change is affecting motivation and engagement. Organizational target achievement, compare actual results to KPIs or targets that were set before the change. Adaptation speed, how quickly employees adjust to new processes or technologies. 360-degree feedback, evaluations from superiors, subordinates, and co-workers to assess changes in behavior and work relationships. Evaluation tools: employee surveys and interviews, direct field observations, performance reports and productivity data, SWOT analysis of the impact of the change. Organization development, OD, interventions. OD interventions aim to improve organizational effectiveness through changes in employee strategy, structure, or behavior. Here are additional examples of interventions and more detailed explanations. 1. Interpersonal interventions focus on improving relationships between individuals or groups within the organization. Examples: team building, activities that strengthen team collaboration and problem solving. Sensitivity training, training awareness and understanding of the feelings and perspectives of others. That's my explanation. I end it with Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.